resolution? Well, other than save money.
Save money and also become a better wood maker.
I like that.
And also to figure out what it's called, because I'm pretty sure wood maker is not the right term.
Woodworker.
Wood master.
Wood master.
Wood ninja. I want to be a wood ninja.
Yeah, that's your
my
new
goal.
Well, guys, it's a new year. And with New Year's come new resolutions. We do make resolutions in this household. When we were younger, it used to be about getting into shape. Now we don't care about that. Now it's a little bit different. Now it is feel better. How do I feel better? I feel better by eating healthier. But we already did that, so there is no resolution to make. I did some changes. I always clean up the house before the new year because it's a superstition of my mom's that if you go into the new year with a dirty house, your house is gonna be dirty the rest of the year. So I do my best, to the best of my ability. I'm a push stuff under the rug kind of a person. You organize, you get it nice and clear, and it's a new chapter. Cut my hair, because it just feels better, and I made a matrix. Look, you can see it all. Woo! I like it, feels good, feels like me. I cut my own hair. I get asked a lot how I did that. I got a lot of hair, so I can mess up all day long and it won't matter. But typically, if you just take this front top, pin it, take the middle, pin it, and then just start going to town, but make sure you can see the back of your head. That's why this guy's here, because now I can see clearly the back of my head. Hello, back of my head. Can you see the back of my head? Now you can see the back of my head, but that's beside the point. So one of our main goals this year is we're in the first quarter. Kind of works like a lot of businesses. You have 4 quarters in the year. The business of the first quarter kind of after Christmas tanks because advertisers aren't advertising as much because Christmas is already coming on. January 1st, people aren't spending as much on ads. So we take as much of that hit. And then COVID, we're taking that hit. And then the kids channel stuff, we're still taking that hit. So our New Year's resolution is we're gonna keep working at our crafts. We're gonna keep working at building our channels and we're gonna save money. And these are the ways we're gonna save. Let's come take a look at my place of work where I sit down and do a lot of my work. Look at what is easy access for me. It's Amazon. Let's click on it. Oh, it's too easy. It's too easy. We have like 3 credit cards on there. It's too easy. It's easy to at night be in bed and be like, oh, I totally could use that. And they want you to do that. So you know what? Eddie had the best idea. We're taking off our credit cards on Amazon and we're gonna make it hard. If you want something on Amazon, you gotta dig that card out, turn on the nightlight, put the numbers in, and then you gotta press send. So you gotta really need it in order for you to do it. That is the biggest saver for us because it's just so easy these days to just click. Want something on Amazon? Click. Take your credit cards off. Get that out of there. The second thing, know what you're spending. Everybody in the house needs to know what you're spending and where it's going and how much it is and where you could do help. Start a spreadsheet. That's what we do. Google spreadsheet. Go to Google Sheets. Incredibly easy to do. You bring this over here and you type in, let's see, this is going to be our income. Any additional incomes can go down here. This is just so you can see. It doesn't have to be perfect, but to be able to see what your bills are so helpful for saving because you know where the money's going. Also a good way to find out if your bill's going nuts. If our water bill is going nuts and my monthlies are changing, because this, actually we're gonna move income down one, and then this is gonna be January, February, and then we're gonna go all the way. You can also color code these, which is very nice. You just go over to up here and you give it a little color, and then I can color code the whole section. Put that out of red because I feel like we're in trouble. Like let's say your electricity is $50 and come into format and then format currency. At the end of the year, you can go to it every year, and down here I'm gonna name my sheet 2021. So every year you can kind of see the growth and see what you're spending and not spending. It's just a simple, easy way to keep your eye on the price. I also come down here and put extra expenses. That could be your Amazon purchases. I need to put just Amazon purchases and be like, see, we need to stop doing those. And then at the end of it, you can take this and you press shift, hold the second one down, and if you come all the way down there, it calculates it for you so that you know how much it is. So by the end of the year, you can see how much you spent in electricity and water and your bills. And we also like to put a save goal. Every month, I'm gonna put a little bit to it and see how much I put in it, see how much I put in it, see how much I put in, and see if I made my goal. So this is very easy. You gotta be able to see the bills. Everybody in the household does, because it makes it so much easier to pull it back when you need to. Save that money, pay off the house. Speaking of save that money, pay off the house, if you own your house, have you looked into refinancing? Now's the time to do that. We refinanced our house and it went from 4.1 to, what is it? 3.1. It moved a whole point. We literally saved so much money that we decided to invest that into possibly a pool, but now that money's going, no. So we got that. How else are we gonna save? We cook! You can save so much money by cooking. You know how else you can save money? Not doing Instacart. The best way that I have found, because of the way it is in Austin right now with COVID, we do curbside. Instacart just inflates all of them, inflate everything. One time I did a side-by-side comparison to see if it was worth it and how much extra am I paying for doing this? Side-by-side, curbside versus Instacart, $100 difference. $100 difference. That's insane. Do your own side-by-side comparison and see how much money you're gonna save there. Otherwise, go straight in, have your list, go in, go out, tunnel vision, don't get anything else. So we're working on school over here. What is your resolution? Do you know what a resolution is?
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
what is
kind
it?
of. It's where I need to work on something since it's a new month.
New year. Yeah, exactly. So what is your resolution?
I've always wanted to do a 20 by 20 block redstone door in Minecraft with one switch of a lever. I've always been trying to do it.
Nice. So you keep at it and you might hit your goal. That's awesome. Let's go see what Daddy's doing while I'm on my way to the kitchen.
Hey.
What's your New Year's resolution? Well, other than save money.
Save money and also become a better wood maker.
I like that.
And also to figure out what it's called, because I'm pretty sure wood maker is not the right term.
Woodworker.
Wood master.
Wood master.
Wood ninja. I want to be a wood ninja.
Yeah,
that's
your
my
new
goal.
name. It's like Wood Ninja.
Wood
And to save money, Daddy. Save that money.
Save it.
Another way to save money is you can cut corners with your bills. We used to do this. We don't do it as much anymore. You can pay a set amount on your electric bill. You have to look into it and see if yours does it. Every month you can pay $50. If your electric bill in the winter goes down to $20, you're still paying $50 in the winter, but you know how much it is every month. So there's no hidden fees. There's no whoa, why is it so big that month? They'll look at your past and they'll see what your median should be. And it's incredibly helpful because there's no surprises. You don't want surprises. That's the other reason for keeping that graph. You're not gonna get any surprises. Last year, you spent this much in water. You spent this much in electricity. You know how much to expect for that year. So we do the same thing. We know when to clamp that down, Let's talk about food, baby. It's so expensive. We are on a low carb diet. We're not on keto. We're on a low carb diet. That's very expensive. See this stuff? I love this stuff. I don't need syrup. I love it. It's very good. It even hardens when it has been there for a second, like Dairy Queen's dipped cones. So good, but we don't need it. Look at all the food I have in here. I have a lot of food in here that I haven't touched. This mackerel is so good. Oh my gosh, it's been sitting here forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look into all this food for this week and I'm going to make a dish from some of the stuff that I haven't used. Look at this, Vindaloo curry sauce. I impulse purchased that at some point. Now it's time to make it. Cholula hot sauce, I can make wings with that and butter. Delicious. We're gonna save money on groceries this week by using stuff we don't use. It's also time for double. We do a lot of double ups. We make enough for 2 days, 2 meals. That's cheaper than going out. If we go out to eat for lunch, we spend $30 as a family. If we go out to eat for dinner, we spend $40. If we go out to eat 3 to 4 times in the week, lunch or dinner, we've already hit our weekly grocery bill. Also, get easy meals. Go look at those 30 minutes or less recipes, easy meals, because when you don't feel like making a meal, which happens a lot here because we get very busy doing our, hobbies, make an easy meal. One of my easiest meals that we just had for lunch today, this is queso Oaxaca, otherwise known as Mexican style mozzarella cheese. This cheese melts, man. That's what you need, melty cheese. I love these tortillas. These are the best low carb tortillas. I get them from the Whole Foods. That is incredibly great for tortillas. Otherwise it's 10 to 20 carbs. All you gotta do, slice this up with your cheese slicer that you didn't need to buy that one time. Just use it. It's really cheap for what it's worth. Slice those up. We just had it, so it's still messy. Put some butter up in there, and then you got lunch, quesadilla. Put a meat, any. Put a vegetable, any. And you got an easy lunch and easy dinner for those times. This is our other refrigerator. This is where we put fish food for the fish. Ben, I knew it. There's ribs in here. You don't have to buy any. We have this program. It's with our neighbors. We call it the meal exchange program. So it started off where she was feeding us all the time. She would come over and she would drop it off at the door and go, hey, sent you guys some food. It was like delicious brisket, rice and beans, right? And then we're like, hey, made you some corn chowder with cotija cheese. And they have a lot of family over there, so I brought him a big old pot. Yesterday, he brought us cowboy cheese. And so this is what we've been doing. We send each other pictures and lots of pictures. It's so good. So we have this meal exchange program. Guess what that does? Gives us a meal. Gives them a meal. We just cook a little bit extra, doesn't cost much, and we give each other meals. And so it's a nice fun exchange. My mother, she goes to a taqueria and she gets menudo there. A big vat of menudo. Then she goes to the dollar store, gets hominy, puts the hominy in the menudo, and she makes so many of these little things. You have no idea. I used to have like 10 of them, and she comes with them and puts them in for me. So when we're having those days, I just pull out one of these guys. She also made us oysters, which we're not into. We keep telling her to stop bringing. It scares us. Raw fish scares us. And then here's some extra corn chowder that I made for her so that I can help her with some food too. Cauliflower soup she made us. Oh my gosh, her dude makes gumbo and it's so good. We hold each other accountable. Mm-hmm. Right? So if mommy and daddy, the boxes keep coming in, what happens? Mom and dad are supposed to be saving money. Yeah. He helps us out. It's incredibly helpful. We keep each other accountable. We say a mantra every morning to each other, saving money today. So the other thing is we now have a lot of time on our hands. We don't go anywhere because of COVID. We used to go to lots of places and we'd spend money that way, but now we stay home all the time. We have things around the house. Things that we collect. We have a DIY closet that's very helpful for us. I started collecting these a while ago. Daily crafts to keep us busy. We can start looking around for stuff to continue our collection in our house to make stuff out of anything. We use DIY Darcy a lot. This was an investment and a half. We use this like crazy. We roll it in and out. We have fun with it. We save money. And that is the gist of our New Year's resolution, how to save money. I do a lot of stuff outside. Just rearrange stuff, find old bricks, make new projects, keep myself busy, keep my brain busy. I want to get better as an artist. I'm excited about that. I want to do that 40-40 canvas. It's a big feat, and I think I'm gonna do it. And eventually I'd like to sell my art. Now, I don't know if I'll get to that point by the end of this year, but I want to have a collection, and that is my New Year's resolution. Save money, have a collection, enjoy my family, spread more joy in the neighborhood by finishing my butterflies, or at least doing 20 more by the end of the year. Keep going around because it's been amazing. So, hope this helps in any way. Hope you guys have a nice start to your new year and have some good resolutions to help better yourselves as humans or your surroundings. That's it for me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.